Dan Hooker was offended that his management asked the UFC for a matchup with Tony Ferguson. Dan says he's only interested in fighting the best. Speaking to Submission Radio, he said, obviously I broke my hand, then I was getting back into training, easing back into training, and then I think someone fought and my manager asked, what about this guy? Like a top contender. I can't remember who it was, but I messaged him and I was like, what about this guy for the next fight? He replied, oh, we asked for Tony Ferguson. I was so f***ing offended. That sparked me. I was like, nah, f*** this. The doctors were saying you gotta wait another month for your hand before you can get back into training. I said, f*** that. I went and sparred the next day because I was so offended. That's not what I want to be. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to have the veteran versus veteran fights. I'm here to be the best. I'm here to challenge myself against the best guys in the world. So that, I would say, was the spark for this. I jumped straight back into training and got as fit as I've ever been, and it was like a real turning point. That's just not something I'm interested in. As soon as you come out and say retirement, you've lost my interest. Some of the other guys like Rafael dos Anjos said, yeah, I don't really have any title hopes anymore. Just want to derail some contenders. I want to fight title contenders. That's what I'm here for. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning, is trying to be the best. Val Woodburn stepped up on short notice to take on Bo Nickal this weekend at UFC 290. Bo Nickal opened up as the biggest betting favorite in the history of the UFC. Bo is the minus 2,500 favorite, and Val is a plus 1,200 underdog. At Media Day, Val says he plans on pulling off the upset.
I'm definitely going to be the bad apple Saturday night. I'm definitely going to be that guy. I'm known for that, pretty much. I'm known for ruining this guy's careers. Not career, but records and stuff. I'm known for that. I'm known for the upset, and I love being the underdog because I thrive off of that. You know what I'm saying? I like, after the fight, I want people come up to me, hey, you good job. You know what I'm saying? You did a good job. You know, we was counting you out. You came through. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out there to show them that I'm a dog. They will see.
Renato Moicano on his YouTube channel gives his predictions for Robert Whittaker versus Dricus Du Plessis. Renato is not very confident in Dricus to pull off the victory.
Robert Whittaker just gave an interview saying he's not doing any mistakes in the training, and he's taking Dricus like a real challenge. And he should, because Dricus is powerful, you know, and he's a warrior. He's going to fight every time. He doesn't quit. He don't quit, you know. So, but if you look the both fighters, you know, Whittaker is way better than him in every aspect of the game. I think at this time things not gonna be so lucky for Dricus Du Plessis. I think probably Whittaker is going to win. Most likely he's going to win. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be a decision, a stoppage, I don't know, because Dricus is so wild on his fights. Robert Whittaker could get caught. One thing is for sure, motherfucker is bad technique, but he's a dog on the cage, and we're going to see how the things play out. I am looking forward to watch the fight and to see if the MMA gods can correct that, because having Dricus Du Plessis as number 5 in the world is just wrong, my brother. It's just wrong. Something is wrong.
Alex Pereira and Paulo Costa had words on Twitter. It started with Paulo reacting to Alex training with Dylan Dennis. Paulo reacted to that footage saying, Jesus, it's not looks good. Pereira responded saying, with this kind of training, I became champion. Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch on the Timbo Sugar Show give their opinions on Henry Cejudo having to pull out of his fight against Chito Vera due to a shoulder injury. They also speak on Aljamain Sterling ripping into Henry after the news came out and calling him a dirty little weasel.
Well, Aljamain Sterling didn't hold back on Henry Cejudo after his withdrawal. The UFC bantamweight champion took a shot at his former rival as he found Cejudo's criticism towards him hypocritical. And Henry's out of the fight, Sterling said on his YouTube channel. The Savage, remember that? The Savage texting Dana White saying, if that little doesn't want to fight, I'll take that fight. Isn't it funny how the roles are reversed now? For me, I call that being a dirty little weasel. You try to disparage my name in front of the fans and make it seem like I don't want to fight, whatever. The fight wasn't that bad of a fight, so you should be able to turn around. Guys, I'm telling you from experience, from a championship experience, defending multiple times, it's very different getting ready for 25 minutes versus 15 minutes.
That is very true. I am finding that out. So it is definitely different training for a title fight. You have to be ready to go for 25 minutes. It's not necessarily technically twice as long as 15, but god damn it, I'm calling it twice as long. It's twice as long.
Henry wanted to be this big, bad, tough guy and lie to the fans and make it seem like he was in it to win it. Yay, but now look, instead you look like an clown trying to pretend you're something that you're not. Sterling said, "You're human, bro. I'm human. I at least disclosed up front I didn't want to rob the fans of their hard-earned money because I wanted to check out my injuries, and I fought you with my injuries prior to coming into the octagon. So who really is a savage? Who's really built like that? Because clearly, my man, it ain't."
Yeah, I mean, Aljo does have a bunch of good points there. You know.
Yeah. And if his bicep is 50% torn, like he's saying, I'm like, and trying to get through training for 5 rounds, that's pretty impressive.
I agree.
But Aljo did look big. He looked big. Back to sparring, so we're gonna see what happens.
Oh, I wonder who Cheeto's gonna get. Cheeto called out Peter. Cheeto versus Peter would be sweet.
Damn, I'm surprised Peter's not like, let's go. He's gonna stand up with me. He's slow. 3 rounds.
Yeah, I wonder too. That would have been so sweet though. I beat Aljo. It would have been Cheeto versus Cheeto or Henry in December in Vegas. Probably would have been title defense. That would have been epic. But Henry's. I think what actually happened is Dana said, "Hey Henry, careful though. You go out there and beat Cheeto, you have to fight Sean." And I think he said, "Oh, my shoulder." Henry is done for good. He's done. He's retired. Awesome. Not coming back. He tried. He tried to come back. No one really cared. He got paid a little bit of money.
Israel Adesanya ran into Jon Jones today. It looks like the beef between the two is finally over. Izzy posted this footage to his social media.
Well, first Alex. This mother Jones. Hey, chill, Pat. Bless his king. Bless king. Man.
It looks like the two got physical after that footage. Izzy posted this. He wrote, "Then this happened." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Chris Lencioni and the update his wife gave to MMAfighting.com. The first one says, "Man, big ups to Chris's family and especially his woman. Most men or women in that exact situation would bail, side door to the left in a heartbeat, but she stayed. That's a real one." The second one says, "Man, that Chris situation hits home. I ran a care facility for 12 years. I've seen many cases like his, and as crazy as it sounds, a near full recovery is possible. Maybe not able to fight, but he has the chance at a normal life again, if he keeps progressing." And the final one's from Old Dirty Tiger. It says, "I don't know much about Chris, but I wish him the best in recovery, making positive steps. You can do it, man." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.